The dog abuser that we spoke about. Remember the girl who spit on her dog? Well, the police looked into her, and they will not be filing charges. By the way, I got a chuckle out of this Philly D thumbnail because I'm in it. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I love when Philly D clickbait me. It makes me feel like it makes me feel good, like that I can pull in views. You know.
I know it's kind of.
Well, you were part of the story in this case.
Oh, because I said I wanted to adopt her dog.
Yes, exactly.
That's a very. But
Yeah.
To be fair, I'll do that on the podcast.
There you go.
I'd be like, what's our favorite clickbait? I'll be like, Bella. Oh, dude, did you hear that Bella Delphine farted on her hand and smelled it? Oh, well, that'd be a big story. But anyway, it's like, oh yeah. And anyway, we got, I don't know. You briefly mentioned her and you put her face in the thumbnail. You know how clickbait is.
Yeah.
But shout out to Philly D.
Okay. So they said there's no abuse.
So let me read some updates for you.
How do you check? You
The
just
police
come
went
and
to her
spend
house.
time?
They looked at the video. LAPD officials opened an investigation, but have since decided that there's not enough evidence to support charges against her. The video showed, we know what the video showed. We saw the apology. After the footage went viral, LAPD officials said their animal cruelty task force was investigating. But now, according to reports from BuzzFeed News, the most credible source of news on the internet, police have decided not to press charges. Animal Task Force looked into the matter. Obviously, they saw the video the public had seen. They determined it didn't rise to the level of animal cruelty. TMZ also cited the LAPD source who said there wasn't enough evidence to support criminal charges. Houts was allowed to keep custody of the dog throughout the investigation, but LAPD officials said they would reopen her case if new evidence was ever presented. Here's some reactions, by the way. Pretty vicious. Whether it's justified or not, let's discuss. But Brooke, the police department forgave you, but remember, the internet never forgets. And every generation that has access to the internet will know who you are, dog abuser.
Oh.
So, tagged Brooke Houts, isn't being charged with animal abuse, but let's never forget that she hits and spits on her dog. That's how she'll always be remembered and known. Fuck the LAPD. Fuck Brooke Houts. And fuck anyone that defends her. Smacking, spitting on, and pinning your dog on the ground while you yell in its face is not being a dog parent and teaching your dog to not exhibit bad behavior. Go to a fucking dog training class. Well, that one's not that bad, actually. Brooke Houts will not be criminally charged for animal abuse. What a travesty. What she did was absolute trash. She deserves to lose her dog and be behind bars. Brooke Houts will not be punished for abusing her dog. Video proof. She spit on the dog, yelled at the dog, hits the dog, and pushes the dog. This is clear evidence she gets away. What the actual fuck in this country? The system is a failure. So, I mean, do you guys... Let me do a little fitty. Let me throw it back onto you guys. What do you guys think? Does this rise... I'm actually asking you guys in the office, not our audience. I could give a fuck what the audience think. Just to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the law well enough to know.
This is not an interactive show. We talk and you guys listen, right?
I guess.
I'm just saying because all the time at Philly D, it's like he doesn't give an opinion and then he goes, "But what do you guys think?" But he doesn't read the comments. There's no way he
How
reads
dare
the
you?
comments.
Billy D reads every single comment. On his
Not that I'm trying. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to trash Philly D. But I'm not going to sit here and pant and pretend. What am I talking
sometimes
about?
it is interactive.
Yeah, sometimes
we
it
do
is.
Twitter polls.
Exactly. We do Twitter polls. We
By the
get
way, we're
submissions.
buying the Gatsby. That was
Based
democratic.
off of our fans' wishes, yeah.
I don't know.
Election.
I'm on too far. I owe Philly D an apology. This is not who I am. This is not what I meant to do on this glorious God's TGIF Friday. I really owe everybody apologize. I will read all of your comments. Tell me what you think in the comments.
Actually, that's right. And Philly accused us of bullying him the other day, actually.
Wait, what?
What?
I replied to something he said with the sup video, and he said we're bullying him. So sorry, Phil.
No, I love Phil. He's
the
really
best.
sweet. I don't know what I'm coming off. My point is that if you leave a comment, there's probably. I care what you think. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think. All right, what are we talking about? Where were we?
You were asking for our opinions on
What do you guys
the
think?
dog thing.
Should she be in jail? Should she have her dog removed?
I mean, it's a tricky thing. The thing is that if they took her, I don't think she should be in jail for it. And if they took her dog away, the dog's going to the pound and probably getting euthanized. You know what I mean? Like, I guess because it was such a public thing, it's more likely that somebody would adopt the dog. But yeah, I mean, that statement that it doesn't rise to animal abuse. I mean, like, what do you got to do to abuse an animal then?
Well,
I feel like punching it in the face is pretty cut and dry, right?
It's a tough. I agree with you that it's kind of more nuanced because there's being a bad dog owner is one thing, but like for example, Ricky Gervais always shares these stories of animal abuse. Like he shared a story of someone burning a cigarette out on a puppy's eye.
Yeah, that's obviously
That's
worse than what she
animal
did.
abuse.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
People are so cruel to their animals.
I can't
Like,
see that
We
stuff.
just got a new dog, a little Alfredo. We adopted him. He's like a 1-year-old white Yorkie. He was at the pound. We were so lucky to have swooped up on this cute guy. He's been with us 3 days. He is so precious. He is so sweet. He was so mistreated. He was so unkept for. He was so underweight. This poor guy, he's just so sweet and so beautiful and such a soft, gentle soul. What is it? People are so cruel to these, like, just pure creatures.
I don't know.
It's just evil. Imagine putting a cigarette out on a puppy's eye.
I can't.
I mean, what
That's crazy.
emptiness is inside your soul, man? It's terrifying. And it happens a lot. There's a lot of evil people who torture animals. It's unbelievable to me. Well, at any rate,
Yeah, that's a whole other level to what we saw with her. Definitely.
it's a whole different level. And as Dan pointed out,
But-
I mean, I really doubt this dog would be better. It's hard to say. It's
It's really
hard
hard
to
to
say
say.
what would happen, you know?
Us
Like,
as dog owners, I can't imagine treating our dog the way she did. So I don't know. It's very weird to me to be like that, but at the same time, like you said, it's not like extreme abuse, but it's not
So-
good behavior. I'm sure.
No, and I'm really hoping that as a result of this, she's gonna have a very healthy wake up call.
Yeah.
That she needs to get some help
Yeah, I think
with her
she will.
anger problems because that girl's not healthy of the mind and spirit to be lashing out at a dog like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dogs are pure of heart and soul, like a newborn child. You can't if she lash out at her dog like that, she lash out at a child like that.
And I think, and not that there should ever be a time that you should hit her dog, but I think it's telling too. The dog really wasn't doing anything. Like it was just being a little rambunctious.
Oh no, the dog
You know
was.
what I mean? Like
the
it
dog
wasn't like biting or like doing anything
playing.
crazy.
The
Yeah.
dog was exhibiting behavior that she was conveying to it that she wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
They were playing, and
Right.
the
Yeah.
dog. But so the dog was enormous. It dwarfs her. So the dog actually never even took her acts of aggression as anything but her playing too, which was kind of probably that frustrates her. I think in like a way that made her more irritable in a bad way. That like the dog doesn't even take its own master seriously, and she doesn't know how to handle it. She's not equipped to handle a dog like that. She's got a huge, super high energy dog in a tiny apartment. That's why I proposed to adopt the dog. But if it were to go be taken from like animal services, I'm not sure that's a better alternative. I know I will give the dog a happy home, but if it went to the pound, that's just a trauma that you don't want an animal to experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, taking a dog on is definitely a big responsibility.
People
so,
do not get it.
especially if you're gonna take a big dog,
Dude.
they
Little dogs are hard
require a lot.
Yeah, man. Like 2 hours of exercise every day, or they'll get super destructive and and restless. Well, at any rate, she got off the hook.
I do think she must have learned something from this. So, this must have been a good lesson to her.
She needs to get in therapy
least.
quick, and she needs to. Yeah, I would say this is a big wake up call. I wonder if she's making videos still. There's no way, right? Let's check. Like we were saying, how does Jared come back? How does she come back? because this is video evidence. People are debating Jared did this, Jared did that. This girl spit on her fucking dog on camera, dude.
Looks like that. No, I don't think she's uploaded since that video. Doesn't look like.
1 month ago.
How great is that? That's all her and her best friend dog videos. I don't know. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough.
Love the irony of that thumbnail with "Help Me" over the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tough.
It's tough. A Doberman, dude. Did you really have to get a Doberman? Like, now here, look at this guy. This is a tiny little Yorkie. This guy is so freaking hard to handle, and I know he looks sweet and cute, but he's such high energy. He is so rambunctious.
He's
and
high
crazy.
maintenance.
I mean, dude, even this guy, if we don't play with him like an hour a day at least, he'll just go mental.
Even then, we take him to the dog park, and he'll be tired for an hour after, and then like he's recharged, he's ready again.
If we're just trying to sit and watch TV, he'll stand and just bark at us and cry, and it's like, oh, dude, I have to address this, you know. Anyway, I'm not sure how I feel about this. You guys tell me in the comments. I wish Philly D would tell me what he thinks about it. Am I out of line? Should I apologize to Philly D for bullying him?
I think you did apologize.
I did issue an apology. I saw on Twitter he started calling his fans dumb bitches. I swear to God. I swear to God. He's not doing beautiful bastards anymore. He's just calling his fans, "What's up, dumb bitches?"
I gotta see that.
He's always threatening to punch them too. He's getting pretty aggressive.
Punch them in the neck. Here. Twitter, Philly D, dumb bitches.
I guess
whoa.
you've said weird stuff to our fans,
Yeah, but
so I could see stuff
what's up, you
you've
dumb
said
bitches?
taken out of context.
It wasn't. That's the context. He said, "What's up, you dumb bitches?" Anyway, we love Philly D.
I like that.
Well, let's take a break. When we come back, did we say enough about the dog thing? I mean, we didn't really come to a conclusion.
There isn't a conclusion. I mean,
What can you
the
do?
authorities made their conclusion, and that's that.
Yeah. Did they make the right call?
They never responded
Honestly-
to you. By the she never responded.
Yeah, I
to
know.
you.
It was so weird. She reached out and she said, "Hey, do you have time to talk?" I said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
of course." But she never followed up, which is just so interesting. I wonder what.
I think she was panicking and then panicking again about talking to you.
And then she realized it was all fucked and
Yeah.
just disappeared.
I wonder if she lawyered up and she realized that
I would.
criminal stuff.
If I was caught spit. Yeah, I mean,
Because if she did, her lawyer probably said, "Stop talking to everybody
So
about
especially
this."
him.
Yeah.
Did they make the right call? Well, I'll say this. I don't think she should be charged. I think probably it's a tough call.
It's a tough call because it's in.
But I'm not outraged. I'm not outraged.
What she did is not like the extreme
Yeah.
level, so it's hard to determine one way or
I think what they
another.
look at is like, is she inflicting like permanent damage on this dog physically?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this dog's eye burned with a cigarette? Is it cut up? Is it shot with BB guns? Is it scared of the owner? Like, for
Yeah.
example, when you look at abused dogs,
Yeah.
they'll move away from the owner at times, or if you do like this, they're all scared and so you know, they have metrics. that
They
measure
probably
this
gotta
stuff
weigh
by.
their options. I guess they prefer to leave him with her than take him
Which
to
is
the
nice.
pound.
Which is
you
frankly
know?
nice that they're thoughtful enough to think about things from a actual, human standpoint, and not just being like, "All right, dog's gone."
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd like to think that they are more thoughtful than that.